A goal not written is only a wish.
Record your progress or your progress will fail.
Si realmente desea asistir a las universidades presentadas en este programa, puede lograr ese objetivo de hábitos diarios de estudio continuo que incluye en su misión los requisitos. El capítulo 7 del nuevo Predicad mi Evangelio es específico en el requisito de que aquellos misioneros que utilicen esta misión para edificar una sólida red de miembros y compañeros sean bendecidos por la presencia constante de experiencias impulsadas por la educación. No dejes que esta misión se quede corta en todo lo que puede ser orar, estudiar, aprovechar las bendiciones del don de lenguas y Dios bendecirá tus esfuerzos con éxito aquí y después de tu misión. Tú eres el amo de tu futuro siempre y cuando sigas las impresiones del Señor.
Puede asistir a cualquiera de estas instituciones en línea, BYU Idaho o Ensign College, después de completar el programa English Connect, a través de BYU Paswa Worldwide Paswa a precios reducidos tanto para miembros de la iglesia como para amigos de la iglesia. Si usted no habla inglés, debe estudiarlo al servir como misionero, ya que será para usted una bendición en su misión y en el resto de su vida. El aprendizaje del inglés le permitirá ayudar a edificar el reino del Señor de formas adicionales y será una bendición para usted y para su familia. El estudio y memorización de vocabulario es sumamente importante. Estudiando temprano en el día es la mejor manera para recordar vocabulario con las intenciones de usarlo durante el día con su compañero. Usa tarjetas para ayudar sí mismo a memorizar más rápido.
Okay, we are on English Connect 2, Lesson 1. This is Hyperlink 4. So we just got done with Lesson 1, phonemic awareness, that's the rhymes. This is the rhyming thing, this is the pre-evaluation. Hopefully you've taken that. If you've taken it and scored well enough, you won't be doing this. Okay, Lesson 1, introductory lesson, conversation class. Lesson 1, introductory lesson, why am I learning English? You see how I say everything? I'm reading everything, I'm saying it over and over. Listen here, gotta remind you, these are your lunas, okay? We've done all these. We've got all this. This is what we present at the open houses. Okay, let me come over here and show you again. This is our open house program right here, right there. These are the footsteps. You'll put these down, not in that order, but not attached to one another. Here's the missionaries are in control. We have a missionary at each one of these stations for each one of these lonas. Okay, and they're explaining. They explain it from this right here. We have this very simple explanation for each one. English Connect 1. This is English Connect 2. This is the second. This is the big banner up top. That's that one up there. Let's go over here. Just look at it. This is right here. So there'll be a missionary who'll talk about that banner. Right there on the back is a summary. And that's all in Spanish too. So I'll read this one to you. So we are in English Connect 2. We're trying to help you understand how to do the open houses. Russell M. Nelson, president. Okay, this is in Spanish. I'm not going to do it because it doesn't come out well sometimes. But anyhow, BYU Idaho, Ensign College. Those are from Pathway Connect, the worldwide pathway. And BYU worldwide pathway. Why do you want to do it? Here's costs. Kind of a breakdown on that. Explained on the back. Whatever missionary has this loan up explains that. This one here. This is the different classes they have. Certifications, bachelor's degrees, associate's degrees, etc. All that online. It's all online. All that explanations on the back. Admissions, and all of this will direct you towards the website. Okay, this is your admission process and what it costs. This is wrong. We need to put this in pesos. It makes more sense for y'all, and it's cheap. It's subsidized by the church. What we know is in the church we've learned that if you are serving a mission, you've got that capacity to learn. You're heavy studiers. You're doing a lot of studying, so your brain is kicked up to a higher level. Then you put in the fact that we have faith and the ability to learn. And when you're learning the different, whether it be a language, whether it be the scriptures, whether it be presentations as a missionary, all these have significant. Again, this is another one. These are testimonials, which we believe in. So these are given to each one of the missionaries as they man. Okay, they're there manning each one. They're not together like this. Don't get me wrong. Make sure you understand what I'm saying. These are in a large area, one per probably 25 square feet. Another one, 25 square feet. They're all in different areas. And these footsteps that we have, that we put down on March, they walk you through your pathway to success. Okay, that's what these are about. So we want you to have success, as does the Lord. Okay, now we're going back to the class. Why are you studying English? Look at what you wrote down about why you are learning English. You've already done that. Explain to your partner why you want to learn English. You may do this in your native language. Look at the specific goal you wrote down. Share your goal with your partner. You may do this in your native language. So you got why you're studying it and what's your goal. Okay, what will you study? Review the information below with your partner. Discuss any words, phrases, or ideas you don't understand. They're trying to get you to converse. Okay, one of the things you'll see in English Connect 1 is conversation is confidence. The more you talk, the better you are. And I talk a lot in these. I try to give you the benefit of everything I'm looking at. Okay, these online lessons will help you during your English Connect course. They contain activities and other helpful resources for each lesson. However, you cannot learn English from these online lessons alone. For this reason, it is important that you attend your conversation class each week. You're here. We're talking about, we're conversing. Even though you're not talking to me, I'm talking to you heavily. Before class, memorize a vocabulary. At the beginning of every one of the lessons, memorize the sentence patterns. Inside those boxes, create your own new sentences. That's you. That is you. Create your own new sentences. During class, bring your device to class each week. This is what you've been using each week. Complete the activities. And remember to have fun. Okay. You'll notice I tap this little, my pointer. I use the pointer when I have a live class. Okay. It doesn't work real good here for y'all because you don't see what I'm looking at. Where, when, and how will you study? And we've already read this. But when I read it again to you, my hope is you're reading subtitles. You're listening to how I say it. You're stopping your device. You're going back. You're doing it again. Remember your ideas about where, when, and how you study best. Share your thoughts with your partner. You may do this in your native language. Where, when, and how. Okay? Vocabulary conversation. Review the vocabulary and target phrases are important. When you get these little target phrases, these are target phrases. What are you going to learn each time? I will learn to. I will learn to. I will learn to. They're trying to show you by saying it over and over. They can say it in different ways. But if you have a basic target phrase, that gives you a foundation. Okay? Discuss any words you do not understand. Okay? We're going to go ahead and just go right through them. This again is, it doesn't have to be up or down. We'll just go, what do you want to do? Up or down? Sideways? Okay. Please. Thank you. Could you spell that, please? Thank you for spelling that. Could you repeat that, please? Thank you for repeating that. Desk, look at, share, listen to, board, return to, computer, repeat, sit down, stand up, quiet down, pay attention, focus, practice, say, write, screen. I can say every one of those in Spanish, but we already did that. Okay, you've already done that in this lesson. Review the conversations, discuss any words or phrases you do not understand. Okay, my wife is going to say each one of these, and then I'll say them too.
Please quiet down and return to your seat. Okay, look at page 1 in your book. Listen to the sentence and then repeat, I'm from Germany. I'm from Germany.
Okay, now I'm going to read it the way that she did. Please quiet down and return to your seat. Okay, look at page 1 in your book. Listen to the sentence and then repeat. I'm from Germany. I'm from Germany. My wife never smiles. I want to say the way she did it. Okay, purpose. Okay, 10 to 15 minutes activity. Feel confident using a sentence pattern and new vocabulary in a highly structured activity. So here's the structured activity. Instructions. Work with a partner. Role play an instructor and a learner. Role play an instructor and a learner. The instructor gives the learner commands. Try to say 3 commands. The learner responds appropriately or follows each command. Switch roles. For example, look at the board. Learner looks at the board. Please sit down. Learner sits down. Okay. My wife loves this lesson. This is her favorite lesson. For some reason, I'm always the learner. She's always the instructor.
Learner, stop talking. Learner, look at the board. Learner, read the top sentence.
Feel confident using the sentence pattern and new vocabulary as a highly structured activity.
In a highly
structured, what did I say?
as.
Oh, okay. See how she's correct? Okay, now I'm going to say that the way that I heard her say that, okay? Okay, so I'm now the instructor. Learner, look at the board. Learner, read the top sentence.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, 20, 30 minutes, gospel conversation. Now this is for y'all. We're gonna go ahead and read this. Have a gospel discussion, share your thoughts with the group. For teachers, touch it, watch what happens. There's this whole list of areas where you can go to find subject matter to have a gospel conversation, a 20 to 30 minute gospel conversation. What they're trying to do is invite the Spirit. They're trying for you to demonstrate on a spiritual level that you have faith, okay, that you are obedient, that you are using some kind of a record to retain your progress, to record your progress. That's what this is. This is a reminder. You have to do, this doesn't just come to you. There's performance. You have to do your part, okay? These lonas, we made a determination that these depicted the very heart of getting into the BYU pathway program and using your talents and skills that you learned on your mission and your understanding of what it means to have faith and become the best student you possibly can and to advance your life opportunities. Okay, that's all we're doing. So I'm going to read the whole thing for you. Here we go. Each EC1 and 2 group session must include a 20 to 30 minute gospel conversation. Teachers can use topics from the My Foundation for Self-Reliance manual or select specific gospel principles from Preach My Gospel, Come Follow Me manual, or general conference messages. The conversation should not be a lecture, but should encourage participants to share personal experiences and testimony. Teachers can focus on principles that will help learners increase faith in Jesus Christ, foster fellowship, and encourage individual growth. All those things, that's at the core of this. This is a lecture, okay? This is a lecture. This is not what you want to do. Continue. Conclusion, talk with your partner. How confident do you feel about each objective? Then discuss 3 things you still need to practice. You always have something to practice. So I can say how the English Connect course can help me learn English. I can tell someone how to use my English practice plan. I can respond to classroom requests. I can make classroom requests. When the class is being taught, even if it's not the class number you're on, and there's no way we can meet them all, but you have to get in the practice of coming to the conversation environment where you're hearing us talk to a group of 30, 40, 50 missionaries at a time. And it's going to be hectic. It's going to be, but if you're at least listening, okay, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for some of the missionaries to say, if they can do it anonymously, who are good language, good English speakers. We want them to show their stuff, okay, so that others can be motivated to say, I can do that, because at one time they were in the same position that you were. They wanted to do that, and they did. They used the program here or some other program. Sometimes a couple of missionaries that are right now in our world, they didn't learn from school. They learned everything from YouTube, from videos, from not conversing with other people. They learned it by simply applying themselves, okay? What's next? Invitation to act, review and fill out my English practice plan this week. Make flashcards with vocabulary words you don't know and practice them. You should have a part of your world dedicated in a corner of your bedroom, your kitchen, wherever, where this English experience is stacked up. Okay. What we want to be able to do is at the end of your mission that you're speaking well enough to start in the pathway programs or enter into college. Go ahead. Pray. Okay. Remember your daily English habits. Pray in English. Read the Book of Mormon in English. Act in faith to accomplish your goals, which is your study plan. Use your English. Okay. Your English practice plan. Okay. All right. That's good. We're off and running.